This meeting of the Redevelopment Authority of City of Bethlehem is now brought to order. And the first thing on our agenda is the approval of minutes. Meeting of March 23rd, 2023. Is there anyone who would like to approve the minutes, or is there any
I make a motion to approve the minutes.
second?
Chris, that's got to kind of be you.
Yes. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Okay, so the minutes are so approved. Cash reports. Can we do all the cash reports at one time?
Yep.
Okay, this is for December, January, February, March, April, and May 2022. Anyone have any questions or thoughts on those minutes, or the cash reports rather? Motion to accept them?
Ask for a motion in a second.
A second. I'll make the motion. A second.
So approved. Courtesy of the floor. There apparently is no courtesy on the floor. Executive Director report.
There's no report.
There's no report. Items requiring board action. Hotel Bethlehem Land Use Agreement. The RDA Board has been asked to review and consider for approval the land use agreement with the Hotel Bethlehem for the period of August 1st through the August 15th. If acceptable, this agreement can be approved via motion. Do I have a motion to approve?
I do. Is this the one that was emailed to us later today?
If you want a motion in second, I'll kind of weigh in and tee it up for
I'll
you.
motion.
Second.
There was an email that was sent. It is in your packet. It has an updated agreement with the hotel, the Christmas City Hotel, which is known as the Hotel Bethlehem. You may be aware that the Redevelopment Authority owns the parcel adjacent to the hotel where they have applied for an extension of premises license to sell alcohol, as they've done annually for a number of years during Music Fest. And so similar to what we needed to do with the Apollo when we needed to enter into some kind of agreement with them to represent to the LCB, they had site control. That's what's occurring in this case as well. Michael, I'll turn it to you if you have any specific information about the agreement or the updates that you want to present.
You were sent an agreement last Friday, and then the hotel's attorney prepared a counter agreement, and he's been negotiating with Jack Spurk, the city's solicitor. And that just evidently came yesterday afternoon. And I talked to Jack today. The city has no objections to that new agreement, and I wanted a sentence removed from it and a sentence added, which was added. And the one you saw in the email, an hour or so ago, that's the one that you should be approving or not approving. It's up to you.
I'm all for it. I make a motion to approve. So limited license agreement, if you will, for them to sell booze during Music Fest.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, it is passed. Amendment to Cooperation Agreement, 723 Broadway Project. The RDA Board has been asked to review and consider for approval Amendment Number 2 to the Cooperation Agreement between the RDA and Community Action Lehigh Valley for the renovations to 723 Broadway. The RDA received Blight Remediation Program grant funds to be used toward the remote renovation of this blight certified property, which CALV is completing. Amendment Number 2 will extend the contract period from December 31st, 2022 to September 30th, 2024. If acceptable, this amendment can be approved via motion. Do I have a motion to approve?
I have a question. Why the delay? Well, they ran out at the end of 22. We're now going to, late 2024.
We had to get approval from the state to get the extension from the state of the funds in order for us to approve the extension of this agreement. So it took a while until we got all that to the state, and they went through their process of agreeing to extend the funds because they were originally scheduled to expire at the end of June.
You need to slow down for me. I'm Italian. I have a DNA problem understanding. Was it about the money, or was it about the work, or was it about both?
It was about the time on the original agreement for the use of the funds. This was not anything CAC did or didn't do. They're still working through their process of getting bids and getting the work done and beginning the renovations of the property. We just needed to allow more time, but we also, in essence, needed more time to spend the money because we have money for this project as well as others.
Well, there always was an amendment to extend the time once, right?
No, the first amendment actually was to provide a clarity of some of the services as far as snow removal, cleaning up a property and stuff like that. So the first amendment was additional terms of the original contract. And this one is the first time we're extending the time.
Is it anticipated that this will be done by September of
Yes.
2024?
Yeah, Alicia indicated she definitely wants it done by then. And honestly, our term with the state does not expire until December 31st of 2024. So this is 3 months prior to the state money. To the
I'm
state.
not worried about that.
sending
I'm trying to get the project done.
No, they
Lighting
are
should be
mov-
fixed
They are
up.
moving forward on it. I have a bill that they are submitting a revision of, which has some substantial work having been done.
Thank
So
you.
they're moving ahead.
Okay.
What did we do?
And so that is moved then.
You were.
Cough. You want to call for the vote?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And so moved. Number 3, approval of cost and reimbursements, July 2023. The RDA board has been asked to review and consider for approval the cost and reimbursements as outlined in the July 2023 invoice summary. And I think that's the last page of ours.
There is a change to the one that was emailed to you. When I was going through it yesterday, I discovered, I know it's hard to believe with all these numbers, I actually had one item listed twice. And then while I was doing one modification, we had gotten the PP&L bill for the Hoover Mason trestle, so I added that as an additional expenditure. I highlighted both of them in the purple, so you can see exactly where the changes were.
Recognizing that explanation, I make a motion to approve the bills.
Second?
You're calling for the second?
No,
Or
Yes.
you second?
You're doing a second. Oh, I thought you can't ever do this. Okay.
No.
Second.
You're
And
stuck.
then you were just like, okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, so moved. Our next item is general discussion. Where is that general? Okay,
You're not here.
well then, I guess we'll have to move for adjournment. I'll say that with a sad face.
You don't have to move for Germany. You're the chairman.
Yes.
You just say
Sure.
adjourn.
Make a motion.
12 minutes.
You want to make that motion, Tracy?
Make a motion to adjourn.
There we go.
So moved.
Okay, that's easy. Thank you. Thank you for stepping in, Earl.
Sure.
Barely had time to
Description, I didn't see it.
When are we gonna get me and stuff?
About the what?
The description.
This is more.
That should get me home.
I know, he just
When
told
is
me
the
what it-
blighted
whatever.
property gonna meet?
He just